Hey, Mom. It's not bad. Not bad at all, actually. Actually, very loud in my ears. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Hey, Apris. So all I'm doing today, because I only have like an hour or so, is I'm gonna go through my QuickBooks and then I'm gonna do my pricing and stuff. Pretty much it. Received. You passed your serve safe last week. That's good, Mom. Okay. Yeah. Yes, it's a hard pass. Oh, hi, Dad. Let me show you guys real quick why it was a hard pass. So, it's stupid. So I know I'm dropping 2 cons this year. Fan Expo, and then I also dropped Calgary as well. Yes, Fan Expo San Francisco needs to change a lot, and it's down to timing. It's down to timing and ticket prices. They are charging people like it's a big Fan Expo event, and there's nothing to do there. It's small compared to all the other Fan Expo events, and also It's on Thanksgiving weekend, which, you know, it was busy at sometimes. It was busy sometimes, but it wasn't like so ridiculously busy that like it wasn't that busy. So I made $5,221 at this event. That is actually last year was actually the last show of the year. I actually sold 1,300 more than last year. When posting TikToks and walking the floor and feeling like, wow, like that's it. Yes, the exhibit hall was small. The signing area was just kind of like nothing going on. Well, yes, Mom, $5,000 is nothing to sneeze at, but the spot was $2,300. The hotel was pretty great. Parking was expensive as fuck. Actually, I can change this a little bit now that I know the actual price for it. So it might see here that I have $2,100 in profit, but I also have to figure in everything else that was sold. Everything else that was sold. Or for that isn't going to be money for me. It's great that distance wasn't bad, but still. So I made $5,200. The table was half of that, and then I still have to figure in like your guys' cuts as well. So $5,000 is usually my cutoff for like, okay, yeah, I'll do this show again. But I had 2 corner booths this time. I spent more than twice as much this year as I did last year on the table, and only able was to get an extra $1,000. No, Mom, I'm not going to send you any medals, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But I had twice the space, better location, 2 corner booths, and I was only able to sell 20% more. That's not how this works. So when I have one booth, my minimum is $5,000. When I have 2 booths, especially 2 corner booths, my minimum is $7,000. I was $1,800 short of that $7,000 goal. I also have to figure in cost of goods sold too, so I'm pretty much barely going to make any money off of any of this. Because that's not even all the costs yet. So, in the end, this is my 3rd year doing Fan Expo San Francisco. I didn't realize that. I usually give it 2 times, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. This is the 3rd time, and I wasn't able to hit anywhere near the level of profit that I would like to have for a show, especially during this time, especially for a show that I have to travel to San Francisco for, drive back, and then travel back again, and then come back again. Like, it's a lot of work for literally nothing. So that is why I am going here to do my sales reports. Wait. No, Mom, I'm not going to send you any medals. The reason that is because I'm working on a way to do it myself. The problem that I usually have at my baggage or my bags is not that Not that I go overweight, or not. I go overweight, but not space. So what I'm planning on doing this time around is I'm going to put all the metal sets into my backpack, have all of Apris's candles and stuff in my carry-on, and then all of the other bulky things, the other dice and everything else, is going to go into the actual bags themselves. So that I should be able to work out a large amount. I know for a fact that if I go to a show with those bags, I can fill up 2 tables worth of stuff. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm not too worried about it. Good, good. Alright. So out of all of these, I've only had 138 transactions. Which is awful. Just awful. Actually. Dear. Got a micros minis done. Most metals organized. I need name, address of hotel. You can tell me when we get there Friday. I can let you know when I get there, because I'll be there Thursday. So, Mom, I owe you $188. You actually sold a few liquid core sets, which is not something that normally happens, which is pretty cool. Yeah, people loved your sets of dice this time. Apris. I owe you a little less than 500. And of course, you know, I'm bringing the candles home so you can do your inventory for tomorrow. I owe Kale $20. 24 bucks. I'll just give her 20 bucks. Shit. So that is just your guys' stuff. Meaning that right now I'm at $1,700 for profit, but I also have to do inventory too. Yeah. 39 fucking sets of dice, of metal sets. That's absolutely stupid. See if there's anything in here that might be not on the list. I think I changed prices of things. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything for Columbus. Asterisk. I am out of duckies completely. I'm almost out of dogs, almost out of the lizards and stuff like that for the little toys. I'm gonna think about getting them, and if they can get here by Wednesday, then that would be great. If not, then I'm gonna save it for Atlanta. Oh, the roulette D20. Something I also didn't have. I had to make completely. B. I know these guys were like 12 bucks. They have the roulette D20s that are there. And let me grab this really quick to make sure that it's adding up all of it. 27. Nope, 20. I know, Apris. I sold... Actually, I owe you $527. I sold 3 of your Star Wars candles, which is fantastic considering this show. Something that I really pissed me off is this. Fucking 7 mystery boxes. Actually, it's only 5 mystery boxes because I gave away I got one person bought one with cash at the very, very end. The last thing that I had was a very cash at the very end. So my estimated cost of goods sold right now is $1,300, which means I would have made like $300 in profit. But I know for a fact that I sold more things in cash. Than that. So let's put it in perspective. Just with this haphazard cost of goods sold, not counting anything that's cash, I only made $400 on this show. If I would do the show again, if one of two things happened, if they gave me a booth for free, I would do it, because that means that this would have been $2,300 more profit, and that would have made it fine. Yeah, it does suck. And I'll tell you about the good news at the very end of it. So if they gave me a free booth, I would do it 100%, because $244 for a hotel room for 4 days is just, that's great. And then, you know, cost of goods sold and all that other crap. That's actually, you know what? I should do it this way. Should do a cost of goods sold right there. That way I have it just separated completely. So if they gave me a free booth, I would do it. Number 2, if they would change weekends. I don't know if they have a contract with the Moscone Center that they only have to do it for this for X amount of years or whatever, but they only have that weekend or whatever, but they really need to not do that anymore. And if they change weekends, and next year I'll keep an eye out on it. If they change weekends, I'll consider doing it again. If they do it like the weekend before, I would be happy to do that. But what? So tomorrow, fucking stupid. And so tomorrow, I'm going to do actual inventory, because what I want to do is I want to pull everything out, decide what I want to take with me, and then have it set aside for when I pack the next day after that. So I'll finish this all out. But I do know that I owe some people some money. And I will pay everybody, which is just Mom and Kale, right now except for Apris because I want you to do your inventory just in case. There is no other show that's happening on that weekend. So I'm hoping that let me turn down my mic a little bit because it looks like I'm getting loud. I'm hoping that Columbus is that savior. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do that stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna pay off tomorrow because I'm gonna stop by the bank, put all the cash in there, do the thing I'm going to do. But this was an absolutely fucking pathetic show. Absolutely pathetic show. For how much they're charging us, for how much traffic that was there. I talked most of the exhibitors. Well, I talked to a lot of exhibitors while I'm there because what else are you fucking doing? And the best that I was able to get for this show is it's okay. It's okay. Very cautious. It's okay. Which is not good at all. That's terrible. And then I think the mass majority of people who I talked to said that they're not going to do it next year. So this is 3 years. It's been going on for 4 years now. They got to get their shit together because I refuse to now do them again. Do that show again. And it sucks because it's so close. It's so like easy to do. What else am I missing? And look, I'm missing anything. Now, why is this good? So, first of all, it frees a lot of my credit card space. It's going to free about $3,000. No. It's going to free about $1,000 in credit card space. Because I'm going to give Apris her cut. I'm going to give her the amount for mortgage. And then I'm going to pay off a good portion of her credit card so I can pay for rent. Which that's going to cost about $3,500 or so. So that means that about $1,700 I can have free on my credit card. And that $1,700 can go to pay for the U.S. trading shipment for food for SAC Anime. So I'll pay for that stuff for SAC Anime. Or I'll do that work for it and then I'll do the order for it. I have a completely Oh wait, no, wait a minute. There were a couple things that I missed. Pokemon card pack 2. This is going to be 33. FYI, Howie's running 25 off, so I think they have free shipping for overnight. I think it ends today. We don't have to use. Figured it would mention. Yes, so that's going to be the next thing. Weapon order ends today, but getting Howie's would be a really great idea to do. I have to make the weapon order too, which we'll get to that. Yeah, I can absolutely now guarantee that I am not making any money on this show. Pokemon cards, 9, 11. And I think I sold Magic as well, but we'll get to that. Okay. But no, I guarantee I didn't make any money on this show. But it freed up money, which is all that matters. And I have to order very, very little before the next show. So tomorrow I'll have the final count. And then we should be good to go. I'll pay everybody tomorrow. So I sold a lot of Pokemon packs. Well, not a lot. So, at the end of this, we're done with this for now. It just pisses me off is all. Thank you, Appers, for taking care of that. And the last thing I want to show you guys is this guy. I am 2 more subscribers away from hitting my 500. Yes, Mom, I'm gonna be on tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow I'm gonna do all my inventory stuff, maybe do some orders. I'm paying off people. Wednesday is going to be packing and probably trying to beat Final Fantasy again. But I am 2 people away from running my 500 subscribers. My last post that I did today is doing exceptionally well. Like, incredibly well. which is very exciting. And it's still going up too. I like that. People really like Legend of Zelda. I think I need to start playing more Zeldas. What if I did more Zelda content and then changed over also to Final Fantasy? We'll see how well Final Fantasy does, but I think Zelda is probably going to be a good place to go. So I'm very happy. My last Legend of Zelda video got 2,200 views, which is great. But then it died, so you know it's getting what it got. And then my Diablo ones are literally not doing nearly as good. I don't think anybody likes the gambling furry. We're on Act 2 and we can't even break 1,000 on those ones. But I think I'm going to change this to my 500 subscriber special. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit 500 by the time this one comes out. What else? Pretty much it. All I'm really saying is that my Zelda videos are doing incredibly well, comparatively. People didn't like Desert Palace too much, but that's all I really have for today. I wanted to stop by the Forge before I went home, because I actually just came from San Francisco now. In order to just unpack the car and then do that money thing really quick. While we're here, can we get the... Oh, that makes me mad. Oh no, I forgot you're sick. Were they the Mandarin ones? Mandarin lavender, yes. Yeah, the dice, you only have like 5 dice left here. Something like that. Kind of like that better. December 12th to the 13th. This one I can get by Thursday, which is I'm going to be gone for. So I need ducks and I need lizards. Okay. So I'm not going to worry about anything. I'm not going to order anything for this next show. I enter the numbers on Etsy in case anyone buys by tonight. I'm glad. I wish Columbus would post the floor plan. Let me see if I have it. Oh god, I forgot all about these. We hope you're doing well and excited this year's Anime Weekend in Atlanta. As we prepare for nothing amazing, we want to take a moment to acknowledge the heart of our show, our volunteers. Every year, our crew dedicates countless hours to ensure the event runs smoothly, creating a positive and memorable experience for all attendees, guests, and partners. We are reaching out to your vendors and artists for option opportunity to contribute a token of appreciation to our volunteer team. These donations will go directly to the hardworking individuals who help make this event possible at our volunteer after party. There's absolutely no obligation to participate. Your presence and support means a great deal to us. However, if you'd like to contribute, whether through merchandise, small items, discount vouchers, or other goods, I would be incredibly grateful. You know what? I'm going to do something that's kind of dumb. Literally 4 days away. Yep. I know, Mom. I know Apris. I know Apris. Okay. Let's take that, move that to conventions. Yes. Delete that. And sticky brands can just fucking die. Okay. I did not mean to do that. Undo all that. Jesus. Just this. Get out of here. Okay, so we're going to look up... Not it. There we are. I got it for you. Oh, let me just do this for you because I think it's for everybody. Can you view that? There's my booth right there. We're booth 700. So this is the main, this is the entrance right here, entrance right here, entrance right there. I am right here. So I'm literally front of show corner. It should be really easy. That's very expensive for a single booth. So we are booth 700, and that's the map for it. And my shop page is closed now. That was the first Fan Expo San Francisco that I did. Hopefully it's a good spot, because if it's not, I'm gonna be real pissed off. So, Mom, we're going to have to do our best, do the best that we possibly can. And do what we can. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can bring a part of a Nobori flag that we can hang off the side of our wall right there. That'll have have dice on both sides so they can see on each side of those. Man. Find out. Booth 700, guys. I'm hoping they don't shut us down for it. Is all I can say about that. Or they tell us not to sell it. Or something. Okay. But in the meantime, I think I'm done for today. I'm going to go home. I'm just going to relax. Probably compile together. Oh, I need to message Scott. No, a lot of convention centers don't like if you sell food and not tell them first, regardless if it's candy or not. That's what I was stating. Um, yeah. I was actually just reading Atlanta. Um, and they explicitly have a rule stating that unless you contract specifically through the place itself, then you can't sell things or sell food. That's what I was talking about. Okay. Anyways, that's going to be it for today, guys. I'm going to head out. Apris, I'll have all your candles and stuff when I get home, so you can do whatever you want to do. But yeah. So I will... Yeah, well... Everything is always paperwork, Mom, and everybody wants a cut. That's all it is.